Tonight's video takes us far north, to a place where the cold can freeze your breath mid-air and silence feels almost alive. The channel Northern Light is run by an Inuk hunter from Nunavik, a man who lives the kind of life most of us only see in documentaries. He planned to spend a quiet night inside a small wooden cabin, far away from everything, but as the darkness settled in, he realized he wasn't alone. Something, or someone, came to visit, and it wasn't human.
Tekohan igaramusi. Mani ubenet teku. Oh tekohan. Kalle.
Okei, lau hima niak ma.
Mangala. Kalle.
Suvi.
Siya.
Sama ay.
Uning editorial kapillo.
Out of nowhere, a grizzly bear shows up, curious, hungry, circling the cabin. Lucky it didn't get in. But don't relax yet. This night isn't over. Before long, an even bigger bear appears, probably tipped off by the first one. And trust me, you won't want to miss what happens next. The hunter stayed locked inside, and honestly, who wouldn't? Imagine looking out your window and seeing a massive predator staring back at you in the middle of a frozen wasteland where food is scarce and survival is a daily gamble. In these icy lands, a grizzly doesn't need a reason to check you out. Anything edible is fair game. And right now, that cabin looked like a 5-star buffet. The hunter could only watch, heart racing, hoping the bear would get bored, or maybe just too cold to bother. Either way, it's definitely not the kind of neighbor you'd invite over for tea. The creator behind the Newfoundland Outsider shows life in the far north, fishing, snow, and survival. But this clip isn't about predators, it's about an animal people never see as a threat. It looks calm, almost harmless, and that's exactly the problem, because in nature, underestimating something is usually the last mistake you make.
So there's a moose on the pass here. Looks like he's got his right hind leg hurt. Little 4-point bull. Hey buddy, we're just trying to get past. Oh, I feel sorry for him. He's got a long winter yet. Move off to the path a bit so I can get by. Poor thing. Although he looks fat.
A moose blocks the road, not letting him pass. He probably should have turned back, but he didn't. Maybe the animal was protecting its territory. What happens next? I'll let you see for yourself.
He went about 50 yards and then stopped. Gotta get to the cabin, get the fire going, get my clothes dried up, and offload all this gear. Go on! Hurry up! to the cabin. Go on. Hey! Hey! Fuck you do? Oh, knock my hand.
Refusing to back down, the moose charges, slamming its antlers straight into the snowmobile's windshield, shattering it instantly. After that, the decision is made. No confrontation, no second chances. He turns around and leaves, choosing distance over pride. Luckily, no one is hurt. Only the snowmobile pays the price. Nature is never predictable, especially when a wounded moose is involved. Sometimes the smartest move isn't pushing forward. It's finding another way around. What would you have done in that situation? Yaku and his friend are riding fast through the forest, weaving between trees, pushing their bikes to the limit. It's one of those moments where everything feels perfect: speed, control, adrenaline. And when they're convinced nothing can go wrong, when their guard is completely down, that's exactly when this happens.
Who's it on?
A mother bear appeared out of nowhere, right in front of them. Her cub, terrified, bolted into the forest, and the mother bear almost attacked, clearly trying to protect her baby. The bikers screamed and tried to make her back off, slowly retreating themselves. After a tense moment, the bear stopped and backed away too, realizing they weren't a threat to her already escaped cub. They were lucky. This mother bear was one of the most dangerous to encounter in the wild, extremely protective of her young. One wrong move, and it could have ended very differently. This video comes from a creator in India who, along with a few friends, decided to explore and enjoy the view. But they made a risky choice. They went into a forbidden area, Nagamalay, a place they had no permission to enter. After climbing the hill, trying to reach the summit to admire the scenery, they had no idea that this might be the last view they would ever see. At first, it wasn't clear what had startled them, and they ran off in the opposite direction. But if you look closely, a tiger is there, lying down, probably sleeping or eating something it had caught. If they hadn't noticed it in time and backed away, it could have been the last thing they ever saw. They were lucky. The tiger didn't seem to notice them, probably distracted with its meal. You ever wonder how someone ends up here? Not in a movie, not in a nightmare, but in real life, barely breathing and not knowing if they're going to survive. His name is Luke. He's the main character in this story. Hunting isn't just a sport for him. It's how he relaxes: quiet mornings, cold air, still water. On a morning like any other, Luke left his house before sunrise. By the time the sun came up, the ducks started appearing. He waited, took his shot. One of them dropped into the water, and when Luke jumped into the water to grab it, that's when everything started. Not knowing the lake very well, Luke slipped off a hidden ledge under the water. His waders filled almost instantly, making him heavy and pulling him down. The cold water made it even harder to move or stay afloat. And just like that, an ordinary moment turned into a life or death situation. Luckily, Luke managed to get himself out, and somehow, he made it back with the duck.
Hello guys, Just had a group of 4 mallards come in. I shot one. I went out to retrieve it, and there's a steep drop off, and I fell off. And my waders filled with water. Definitely not ideal, but you'll see in the GoPro video, all I did was stay calm, and I just immediately started swimming. I legitimately started swimming back to shore until I could touch. And when your waders fill with water like that, you start sinking real fast. So, scary moment, but definitely something to learn from. I should have just gone slower on the way out. I would have felt when I was going to go over my waders, but I didn't know. So, glad everything's fine. That was definitely a little scary. And like I said, when you're hunting big water like this and you're not sure how deep it is, I mean, I walked for 30 yards and it was the same height, like chest high. And I got out there. I immediately dropped off and my waders immediately filled with water. It can happen just like that, and being by yourself is a whole nother deal. Something to be very cautious of, and something I'm definitely gonna approach different in the future.
Ordinary situations can become deadly faster than most people realize, and in those moments, clear thinking and the right decisions can be the difference between life and death. What about you? How would you have handled it? Share your thoughts in the comments. The water's calm down here. This man is walking along the Amur River in eastern Russia, a place known as the Tiger River. He's here to check a trap, one set to catch wolves that had been getting too close to people, but when he reaches it, there's no wolf. What's waiting for him instead is far more dangerous, and he doesn't realize it yet.
Хороший, ну. Такой сожрет нахуй. Пизда зубы. Я зубы. Да убить уже.
The bear was extremely agitated inside the cage. Trapped, stressed, and unpredictable. If it had escaped on its own, it would have caused serious damage to everything around it. Luckily, the cage held, and judging by how it was built, it was clearly made by someone who knew what they were doing. In the end, the bear was released. We don't know exactly how they managed to get close enough or how they pulled it off, but it was most likely sedated. Leaving it there to die was never an option, even when you're dealing with a beast like this. Brandon Fritz Patrick is an experienced bow hunter. In November 2022, during one of his hunting trips, he was on private property when he noticed someone he didn't recognize. Thinking it might be a trespasser, Brandon decided to confront him, but as he got closer, the man started approaching Brandon, with a rifle in his hands. What happens next? Well, you're better off seeing it for yourself.
For years, I've been here 8 years.
Do you live on this property right here?
Sir, you're not listening to me. I'm not listening.
I just want to talk to you. I'm sorry.
Put your phone down.
You have an AR in front of me. I'm fucking scared.
Put your phone down.
Dude, I'm scared as fuck right now.
Okay, well, it's gonna get more scary. Put your phone down. Are you attacking me?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I'm hunting. I'm hunting with.
Drop your fucking phone.
Oh my god.
Drop your fucking phone.
The man acted extremely threatening, almost like he was the one on his own property. With a barking dog at his side and a rifle in his hands, confidence comes easy. But let's see how the rest of this plays out.
Sir,
I don't give a fuck about that.
I'm bow hunting. I don't have any guns on me.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm asking you to move. I'm asking you to look at me. You're on my fucking property. You got to motherfucking go. You're on my property, sir.
Okay,
Listen.
I'm
I've
packing
been
up.
here 8 years.
Now.
You've never been here. Listen.
Can I come out there so we can talk?
Come on out.
Okay.
Don't touch. No.
I have to move my chair.
Walk over.
Okay.
Walk over.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck you are. You're on my property. Listen to me.
We leave.
Listen to me. That's fine. Listen to me. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You need to move down from here. You're on my property. You need to move down.
Okay, I understand.
That's all I'm asking.
Okay.
No harm. I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know what you
Okay.
got. Listen.
I'm just trying to understand the property here.
Listen.
You live here?
Listen to me. I wish you to move down from here.
This is the property that we're legally allowed to hunt. We have permission from him to access from his property from our cornfield right there.
Understood.
And the rule is you're allowed to bow hunt within 125 feet of a residential dwelling.
Yeah.
So,
Well, they don't make the laws for me. I got young children here, and
Understood.
I'm reacting as a father. So, this is not the place for that. Go down behind his motherfucking house. This is just saying it. I understand the arrangement, but you're in the wrong place for this, my man. This is not it.
understood.
This is not it. No disrespect to you. I understand what you got going on. I'm simply saying this is not the space for it. Down 20 feet. Down 20 feet, if you please. If you would.
Yeah.
That's your cornfield?
Yes. Well, not our cornfield, but we lease it for hunting.
I understand. Yes. All right, so no problem. I wish you luck.
Oh, you okay? All right. Can I get your name, sir?
No, you can't.
Okay.
This is going to make a difference for you.
I understand. Out of respect, if I see you, I want to be able to communicate, you know?
I doubt we're going to run into each other again.
Okay.
As it turns out, the man actually was the property owner, something Brandon didn't know at the time. Thankfully, the situation didn't escalate. He didn't act without thinking, and after realizing what had happened, he understood Brandon's mistake and eventually let him go. Outdoor Tom, the son of Luke from the notorious Outdoor Boys channel, is slowly stepping into the spotlight. After years of running the show, Luke decided to step back and let his son take the reins, popping in every now and then to remind everyone he's still the boss. In this video, the duo heads deep into Alaska, camping and fishing like nothing could possibly go wrong, which, of course, in the wilderness, is always the perfect time for nature to remind you who's really in charge.
Tom here with the After Tom YouTube channel. Today, we're floating the Togiak River. For the next 4 days, we're going to be camping and fishing for Arctic char, salmon, trout, and grayling. And we won't see another human being for the whole entire time.
They spent a few days fishing, catching some impressive salmon and a variety of other fish, all while enjoying some quality time together. Father and son, away from the chaos of everyday life, soaking in the gifts that nature offers, at least when nature feels generous. But after a couple of days in the wilderness, Tom decided to move to a different spot. That's when things started to feel off. What began as a peaceful adventure was about to take a turn for the dangerously unexpected.
Now grab your bear mace.
There you go.
You got another one?
Another one in the mouth.
Oh, that's a big chum, Tommy. Oh, look at that, Tom. Okay, now put him in the water. Let's let him go.
There! I was right next to him.
Yeah, he was coming around the corner. You see that? You scared him.
Why is he scared of me?
He saw you and he just came running upstream. Yeah, here, Tommy, I got a fish on.
Okay. No, when I saw him, he was staring right at me. He looked a little bit smaller, so he may have been younger.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't.
You want to come hang out with me instead of over there by the bear?
Yeah. Have you had stuff happen to you like that before?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we do not tell Mom. We do not tell Mom. Until once we get back.
Chum. I love fishing for chum. Okay. Look at that. They're nice
Beautiful
chum.
fish.
Let me ask you this, Tom. Did you have time to get your bear mace out?
No, not really.
Because when you scare a bear like that, it happens so quickly that, yeah, it's just...
I was over there with the bear mace and I did this. Like when I was like over there and it's already run.
Situations like this can unfold so fast, you barely have time to think, let alone react. Tom was incredibly lucky the bear got spooked and ran off, because that doesn't always happen. Out here, you've got to stay alert and ready for anything. I mentioned nature's gifts earlier. Well, bears are technically one of them. Just not the kind you want to unwrap up close. Luckily, Luke's been through enough of these encounters to stay calm, almost like he knew what was coming. In the end, everything turned out fine. And maybe, just maybe, Tom walked away with a lesson that'll stick with him for the rest of his adventures. In August 2021, the YouTube channel Eek Acres uploaded a video that was supposed to be just a simple van camping night. But as soon as he arrived at the first spot, strange things started happening. Eerie lights and shadowy figures that looked almost human seemed to be lurking around. Deciding to move to a different location, he thought he'd escape the strange activity, only to end up somewhere even worse. You know how the saying goes, you dodge the devil and run straight into the witch.
I don't know, you guys, but this place is 10 times creepier than Pineapple Junction at night, especially with a moon high in the sky, very bright, a big moon. It is way creepier here. If you missed that video, Bigfoot Country on location, go back and watch that video, because that's where I'm at tonight. That's where I'm at. I'm parked right at the trailhead, and it is creepy out there, you guys. Holy crap. I've never seen this place at nighttime. So, I don't even know if I dare sleep with my fan on tonight, because I want to be able to listen. But, anyway. Let me go to prostitute mode. There we go. That other light's a little too bright. So anyway, you guys, I don't want to make this segment too long. I will come back and let you know if anything else happens. Hopefully not. I just want to go to sleep. That's all I want to do. I just want to go to bed.
Around midnight, he was jolted awake by a noise so loud it felt like the forest itself had erupted. The sound stopped, then started again, as if someone or something was trying to get inside. Heart pounding, he scrambled to the driver's seat and sped off, still in his underwear, because apparently nothing says camping adventure like a midnight getaway in your skivvies.
You guys, oh my God, hold on. You guys, I'm not joking. You guys, I'm not joking. I don't even have my freaking shoes on. I'm driving in my socks. The van was attacked. I thought I was dreaming. I fell asleep. I was sound asleep, and then something woke me up. It was loud as hell. And then I was laying there a second. I'm like, what the hell just happened? And then it happened again. I swear on my life, this is not a joke. Oh my God, you guys, I am shaking like you would not believe. It is 12:15 a.m. So I fell asleep for about an hour, and the van was attacked. I can't even believe what happened. I can't believe what just happened, you guys. Scared the hell out of me. Oh my God, was that loud? Woke me out of a sound sleep, scared the out of me. It's only 56 degrees out. You know what, you guys? I think I believe in Bigfoot now. I am not joking. I think I believe in Bigfoot.
Still shaking and with his heart racing, he explained to his viewers exactly what had just happened. The way he told it with that raw, panicked voice made it impossible to think it was fake. After this night, he says he's a believer. He actually thinks Bigfoot might be real. Now you have to ask yourself, what do you think it was? A real Bigfoot out for a midnight stroll? Or just some thief trying to break into his van and give him an unforgettable wake-up call? Either way, I think we can all agree this guy earned a whole new level of respect for camping alone at night. Tor Eckhoff, the man behind the YouTube channel Apator, was one of the internet's most unusual creators. From Norway, he built a reputation for doing things most people wouldn't even dare to imagine. He didn't just walk on frozen lakes, he danced on them, sometimes even skating across ice so thin it could crack at any moment, jumping into freezing water without hesitation, testing the limits of cold, pain, and common sense. And that was only the beginning. Over the years, his channel exploded in popularity because of the outrageous challenges he filmed, running naked into deep snow, drinking an entire bottle of vodka, at one point even drinking motor oil. Millions watched, not knowing whether to laugh or worry. By 2025, his channel had grown to over 1.3 million subscribers, all following the unpredictable adventures of a man who seemed almost fearless. But just days after celebrating his 57th birthday, one of those adventures would take a turn no one expected, and this time, there would be no coming back from it. In November, on the day of the incident, Tor sent a message to the person he lived with. He said he was fine, and that he was out filming new videos for his channel. A few moments later, he was skating on a frozen lake, something he had done many times before, but this time the ice was too thin. Suddenly it cracked beneath him. Tor fell straight into the freezing water. He tried to climb back out, panicking, grabbing at the ice around him. But every time he tried to pull himself up, the ice broke again. Rescuers eventually arrived and authorities rushed to the scene. A helicopter transported him to the nearest hospital. Doctors fought to save him, but the freezing water and the time he had spent in it had already done too much damage. Not long before the accident, he had posted a video joking that he was 57 years old and still not dead. After the news spread, that clip went viral again. Fans flooded the comments, shocked by what had happened. Many described him the same way, a man without limits, someone who lived life like a roller coaster. But sometimes living on the edge means every new adventure could be the one that goes too far. Tor's videos still live on today, gathering thousands, even millions of views, because he was different. His wild adventures brought excitement, laughter, and disbelief to people around the world. But his story leaves behind a powerful reminder. Even people who seem fearless have limits, and life can be as fragile as the ice he loved skating on. One moment everything feels solid, and the next, it can all break beneath you. In October 2025, a strange video began circulating on YouTube. In fact, an entire channel was created just to share this footage and try to identify the man responsible for what happened that night. The video shows what started as a normal fishing trip. It was a dark, quiet night in Swansea, Australia. Calm water. No sign that anything was about to go wrong. But sometimes it only takes one person to change everything. Out of nowhere, a man approaches them, and without warning, he attacks. Take a look.
Oi, what the f*** is your problem?
Huh?
What's going on? Are you alright?
You wanna have a go?
Are you okay? Are you alright? Oi! Oi! Leave him alone, mate!
Stop! Oi, call the cops.
Oi, leave him alone, bro! Oi, leave him alone! Oi, leave him alone, mate! Bro,
Hey,
leave him. Oi, leave him alone.
to bother other people.
Oi, stop it. Oi, stop.
Huh? Just go off the way you
Stop. What's wrong with him?
Did you record it?
Yeah, I did. The whole thing.
very full.
Are you alright, man? Are you okay? You okay?
You okay?
What's wrong with them? You okay, bro?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
You not hit anywhere?
No.
The group suddenly started attacking anyone they came across. No warning, no clear reason. Even an older fisherman nearby wasn't spared. Luckily, one of the fishermen managed to start filming the incident. As soon as the attackers realized they were on camera, they backed off and quickly left. But by then, it was too late. Knowing they had them on video, the fishermen called the police, hoping authorities could identify the people responsible.
They're walking down southbound.
Okay, alright, so how many people did they assault?
I'm gonna say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Like my knees.
Were these guys intoxicated, do you know?
He didn't look like
They didn't look, they just looked really angry. I think they were mad at the fishermen like fishing on the local bridge, I guess.
Right, despite the fact that it happens every night.
Yeah.
airdrop to you and then you email over.
Yeah.
Does that work?
After calling the police, the fisherman went home and uploaded the video to YouTube, and this is where things get interesting. Apparently, the attacker's own mother saw the video. Yes, his mother. After recognizing her son in the footage, she reported him to the police herself. Hard to believe, but that's exactly what happened. He was later detained and faced the consequences of his actions. And considering what he did, attacking random people and even kicking an older man in the head while he was on the ground, things could have ended far worse. In this case, his mother became the unexpected hero, doing what she believed was right, even if it meant turning in her own son. What about you? Would you have done the same? Let us know in the comments. A man was fishing on a lake in Minnesota. Everything seemed normal, until suddenly, well, it's better if you just watch the video.
What the?
So what happened? A few days ago, a young guy on a jet ski, just got it from his dad, ended up crashing into a fisherman. With no experience and heading straight into the sun, he couldn't really see what was on the lake. Going full speed ahead, he only realized at the last second that something was in front of him and tried to swerve. Thankfully, nobody got hurt. The fisherman ended up in the water, and the only damage was to the boat and the jet ski. Still, maybe a lesson learned. Never speed straight into the sun on a jet ski. Storm, a young adventurer from Belgium, documented his nature outings across Northern Europe for his YouTube channel. His videos were all about the raw beauty of the wilderness. He didn't speak, letting nature tell the story, making viewers feel like they were right there with him, walking through forests, climbing hills, and exploring untouched landscapes. Watching Storm's videos, it felt like you were right there with him, alone, immersed in the raw wilderness. He began these adventures at just 19, cycling across Sweden for days, trekking along mountain ridges, and testing his survival skills with barely any gear. Every journey sharpened his abilities, but even the most skilled can be caught off guard by nature. By August 2024, his channel had grown, drawing viewers to his unfiltered, breathtaking survival videos. No commentary, just pure adventure. Yet in October 2024, one of his expeditions would turn out to be his last, and no one saw it coming. On October 29th, Storm was deep in Swedish Lapland. He had parked his car near the closest settlement and ventured into the wilderness, carrying only a few essentials as usual. His plan was simple: spend a few days exploring and return to the car. But as night fell, he realized he was still about a full day's trek away from his vehicle. Temperatures were dropping fast, and the darkness settled in. Storm decided to make camp for the night, setting up his tent and piling snow around it for insulation and stability against the harsh wind. Then the storm hit. Powerful gusts of wind and heavy snow battered the tent, cutting visibility and making survival suddenly far more difficult. Hours passed, and as midnight approached, Storm managed to send a video to a friend showing his tent almost torn apart, warning that it would only get worse. He even called his grandmother to reassure her, saying everything would be fine, even though nothing about the situation felt safe. Even in the face of danger, Storm stayed calm, not wanting to worry anyone. But around 2:30 a.m., he could no longer hold on and called for help from the Swedish authorities. The storm, however, showed no signs of letting up. The wind and snow made it impossible for rescuers, even with a helicopter, to land or locate him. Hours passed, and Storm had to endure the freezing temperatures and the full fury of the storm, snow piling up around him even more. It wasn't until around 10 a.m. that the storm finally eased, and authorities reached the last location he had given in his final call. What they found was tragic. Storm was discovered a few hundred meters from his tent, frozen and lifeless. He had likely tried to reach his car after the tent collapsed, or simply lost control in the chaos of the storm. Storm was declared dead, but he died doing what he loved most, alone with the wilderness. exploring the raw nature he cherished. Watching his videos, you realize that nature isn't just beautiful, it's dangerous, and unfortunately, that danger proved fatal in his final adventure. Jack loves metal detecting, wandering forgotten fields and forests, digging up pieces of the past. Most days it's coins, relics, maybe a hint of gold. Fun, predictable. But today, something feels different. He starts finding interesting treasures, the kind that make you lean closer to the screen. And then, he uncovers something unexpected, something that makes him stop, pause, and think twice. Keep watching, because this isn't just another treasure hunt.
Deu trabalho esse aqui, hein? Olha aí, gente. É um resgate, né? Não é uma coisa assim de valor que diga, uou, que quilão de ouro. Mas é um resgate, né? Aí, ó, show de bola.
After leaving the first spot, Jack moves to another area to continue his search. But something feels off. A sharp, foul smell hits the air, and the crows and hawks circling above aren't just watching. They're signaling something. Something he can't ignore. Stay with him. You don't want to miss what comes next.
Estamos no carreiro já? Eu acho que é um gavião. Alguma coisa assim. Mas tá um cheiro de carniça aqui. Olha lá. Será que ele não tá conseguindo voar ou ele... Parece até uma águia, né? Cuidado, Fez. Isso aí carrega você pro céu. Tá um cheiro de carniça bem estranho aqui. Nossa, olha aqui, ó. Vamos colocar a luz aqui. Olha. Ui. O tanto de cabelo, gente. Uma maçaroca de cabelo. Puxa vida. Começa a ficar preocupante. Olha aqui, ó. Gente do céu. Acabou com a nossa caçada aí, ó. Vamos ter que chamar a polícia imediatamente. Cuidado, câmera. Você não pode mostrar muito isso aí, não. Nossa senhora, que carniça, gente. Ó. Olha aí, gente. Dá pra você filmar aqui, câmera aí. Gente, é uma cena lamentável. Misericórdia, gente. Misericórdia. Fica aqui, Faísquinha. Coitadinho, Faísquinha, não entende. Gente, acabou nossa caçada. Olha que situação, gente. Nossa senhora. Mas que... É daqui que tava vindo o cheiro. Vem aqui, Faísca. Tem que pegar o Faísca, senão ele vai pra cima. Nossa, gente. É uma coisa, uma cena horripilante. É uma coisa que eu não gostaria nunca de ver na minha vida. Nossa, gente. Que situação, gente. Nossa. Eu vou sair daqui. Vamos chamar a polícia imediatamente. Acabou a caçada, gente. Misericórdia, olha. Pelo visto, é um corpo feminino. Tudo indica que é um corpo feminino. Bom, vamos chamar a polícia imediatamente.
The police arrived and confirmed what Jack had feared. It was the body of a woman. He stayed until the authorities allowed him to leave, shaken but unharmed. As for how it ended up there, we don't know. We can only speculate. Maybe it was someone trying to hide a terrible secret buried in the forest, covered, hoping no one would ever find it. What do you think happened? Drop your theories in the comments. We want to hear your take on this chilling discovery. This is Uncanny Expeditions, the channel run by Andreas, a man fascinated by the unknown, always venturing into places most people wouldn't dare to go. From abandoned buildings to secret military zones, he's driven by curiosity and the thrill of discovery. In this video, he heads to the Mojave Desert to investigate a secret military base. The mission: find the perfect spot to see what's hidden without being seen. He starts scouting, looking for the best vantage point. But what he finds next is far beyond what anyone expected. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss a second.
It's absolutely beautiful weather out this evening. I really couldn't ask for anything more. It's no wind, totally still. It's golden hour right now, so we have beautiful lighting and these shadows stretching across the valley as the sun dips behind the mountains. I have my camp set up, so I'm going to grab a quick bite to eat, and as soon as the sun goes down, I'm going to pull out my PVS 14 night vision and see if there's anything cool in the night sky tonight. After about 5 or 6 vehicles entered the facility, things kind of calmed down. I wasn't sure if I was going to see anything, but after a while sitting there in the dark, things started to get interesting. The first thing I noticed was a light appeared on the ground. It was too faint for me to see with the naked eye, but through my nods it showed up very bright. This was indicating to me that the hatch was most likely opening to the underground silo. Wow, this looks crazy. They got it rotating up there on that pylon. Security truck down there making another pass. I don't know why they have their hazards on.
It looks unbelievable, but that structure, it's shaped exactly like a UFO. Could this military base be hiding extraterrestrials? Maybe they're experimenting on their ships, or even learning how to pilot them. Whatever the truth is, it doesn't look fake, not one bit. Andreas put himself in a risky position just to get this footage. It hovers there, completely still, a bright light shining straight down onto the desert. What could it be doing? We want to hear your theories. Comment below and tell us what you think is happening inside that base.
Si hay algo en estos bosques, La sensación que he venido sintiendo es muy fuerte. Vengo caminando, apagué la cámara, se oyen ruidos extraños. Es imposible que traiga la cámara prendida todo el tiempo porque pues se me iba a acabar la pila y iba a ser un video demasiado largo, pero sí he sentido cosas, una sensación muy extraña realmente. Creo que está peor que el último video que subí, grabado allá en el Chapel Branch, en Seaford, Delaware. Aquí realmente sí es una sensación totalmente diferente. Me voy a callar tantito para que escuchen el ruido del bosque, unos 10 segundos.
He kept hearing a strange sound, not exactly a whistle, not exactly a hum, something you can't quite describe. A sense of unease settled over him as he continued down the path through the forest. And then, something happened. He pulled out his phone, and what it captured will leave you questioning what's really out there.
No he sentido así una sensación muy rara, pero algo hay aquí porque nomás de repente es un silencio total. ¿Oyeron? ¿Oyeron? Bueno, espero hayan escuchado, pero les digo sí hay.
The sound started to build, deeper, sharper, impossible to ignore. That uneasy feeling crawled up his spine like someone, or something, was standing just out of sight, waiting. No one knows what it was. But this happened deep in the Appalachian woods, a place where people vanish, where screams echo with no source, and where even daylight doesn't feel safe. So what do you think? Was it a person, or something that doesn't belong in this world? Field Days is a channel where the creator takes on wild adventures, testing his survival skills in places most people wouldn't dare to go. But in this episode, things take a darker turn. He set his sights on exploring a cave, heading out with nothing but confidence and a camera, no water, no backup plan. He figured he'd find some inside, but once he stepped into the cave, something felt off. The air was heavier, the silence too deep. Still, he shrugged it off, sat down, and opened a can of beans. That's when everything started to change.
That is beautiful. Baked beans in a haunted cave. Oh my God. That was the sound. That is the sound. Did you hear that? Look at my arms. I got full goosebumps. It's the chains moving when I climb down the ladder. It's a big, heavy, thick chain. Wind can't move that. Holy.
As he stepped deeper inside, a sudden metallic clink echoed through the darkness. The only explanation that made sense was that someone, or something, inside the cave had touched it, and that's when he started realizing he might not be alone in there.
Chain moved just then. It is 100% now. I heard it before. I'm 100% certain it's the chain that I walked in, that you climbed down into this cave on. It's moving. Now, you can't move that chain with wind. It's way too heavy. There is no wind coming in here. There's no wind even for... Holy... Oh my God. Look. You must have heard that just then. Look at my arms, dude. Oh, this is fucked.
Hearing what sounded like footsteps, slow, uneven, human, he froze in place, every muscle locked. Goosebumps crawled up his arms as the sounds echoed through the cave. Then, just as suddenly, everything went silent. After a few tense minutes, he gathered the courage to look around, but found nothing. No tracks, no signs, no movement. Still shaken, he decided to spend the night, but right at the cave's entrance, just in case he had to run. He made it through till morning, walked out into the light, and never returned to that cave again. Outdoors Weekly is the channel where Brian and his team of scuba divers and magnet fishers pull off some of the wildest discoveries you'll ever see, from lost treasures to things that probably should have stayed underwater. You never really know what they'll pull up next, and that's exactly what makes it so addictive. This episode started like any other, calm, routine, nothing unusual, but what Brian hooked this time left even him speechless.
Something weird in the bag. You want to?
Bro, this is weird because we're in a glade.
Especially with all the stuff that happens here. I mean, literally, this could be anything.
It's whatever. There's like multiple stuff in there.
Oh, what the heck?
What is it?
I don't know. Oh, dude, this feels kind of crazy. I don't know what this is. It feels like there's a couple things in there.
Let me get down.
I don't know. It feels like a couple long things.
What do you think we got?
I don't know. But open it up.
Oh, dude.
I know. It feels kind of insane.
No way.
It feels like
it feels
guns.
pretty wild, bro.
It feels like
it
guns.
could. It might not be though.
It might not be. But... Whoa, is that a barrel?
That is
That's
a
barrel,
That's
bro.
a barrel.
No way.
Oh my gosh! Did you just find a bag of guns,
Bro,
Come
bro,
on,
No,
Vinny,
I've
open
been
it
wanting-
up.
keep going.
Come
I've been
on,
wanting to go to
Vinny.
the Everglades for a
Come on,
while.
Vinny, open it up,
Bro.
Is it? Oh,
Bro.
wait.
Oh,
Oh my
my God.
gosh!
Bro, what?
Are you kidding me?
Bro,
That's definitely a piece of a gun.
What's happening
Dude,
here?
those are barrels.
Dude, okay, hold on.
Oh, no
Bro,
shot.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, we just got here.
First bridge in the
Dude,
glade.
Second throw, what is that, Vinny?
Yeah, like
Keep
second
going, keep going.
Oh my, it's all taken
It's
apart.
disassembled, dude.
Oh my god, man.
Let's put it back. What else is in there? There's more.
There's another barrel.
Oh my gosh.
Bro,
That's a full. Is it a full? Dude.
bro. What is like,
Oh my gosh.
you know there's more too.
There's gotta be. Dude, what was that? Your third throw?
Something.
That was like your third freaking
More
throw.
pieces.
Yeah, it's 2 guns disassembled in a bag.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
that's crazy.
Seriously.
The second throw. If this is how the day is gonna start, there's no telling what else we're gonna find
Part
here.
of, like, the
There's a
treasure guard.
pistol.
I think that's just a
Third
part
piece.
of it.
They had barely started when, boom, 2 guns came up from the water. But that's not all. What they'd pull out next would make those finds look like nothing.
Full of
guns, dude. This is what is happening. What is happening, dude?
Bro.
Oh my gosh. This might be the craziest magnet fishing spot I've ever been to in my entire life.
All I did was move down the ridge a little.
This is a different colored bag. Oh, dude, that might be the whole AR, Fitty.
Oh my god.
That might be the whole AR. I think that's an entire AR-15 inside of this bag. I think this is an entire AR-15. Bro, what the hell is this? We just need to grab it from the bottom. Dude, I feel some crazy guns in there. That one is full.
Oh my goodness.
Dude,
bro.
what is happening?
What
bro?
in the hell, Fitty?
Bro. Whoa. You never know, dude. You never know.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Oh my gosh.
Holy
dude, what is that? Oh, this is a Tommy gun. This is a Tommy gun. Oh my gosh. 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 It's a Tommy gun. It's a Tommy gun. Oh my god, dude. That's a Tommy gun.
Oh my god.
Diddy.
Oh my god.
Diddy.
It's
That's
Al
the
Capone
first
shit.
Tommy
Dude,
gun. That's the first Tommy
Bro,
gun in magnet
that might
fishing.
be the first Tommy gun found magnet fishing ever.
Let's go, Fitty. Let's freaking go, bro. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh,
Al
Joseph.
Capone shit.
There's more.
There's
Al
more, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Look at the AR. Your first
Dude.
AR.
Dude. Same
Your first
AR I got.
AR.
Dude.
Diddy, your first AR.
Bro.
Oh
Dude, first
my
AR,
gosh.
first Tommy gun? What
Dude,
the-
we still have not left the same bridge.
We're at the same
Oh, no way,
oh my
bro.
God. Fitty.
No
What
freaking
is happening,
way,
dude?
Fitty.
What is happening?
I am
Oh
bro.
my gosh,
Crap,
Joseph.
dude.
This is
a Tommy
insane.
gun,
A
bro.
Tommy gun.
A Tommy gun.
Are you kidding?
An
What the hell?
AR-15
Oh
and
my
a Tommy
gosh.
gun, bro. What
Bro,
in the hell?
Get out of here.
Let's go.
Get out of here. There's more.
There's more.
Look at all the magazines.
A whole pile of weapons, dumped in trash bags, sinking in that river. It looked less like random litter and more like a perfect hiding spot for someone trying to bury their secrets. Criminals, cover-ups, or something darker. Who knows? Hopefully, Brian handed everything over to the police. And maybe, just maybe, some cold cases might finally get solved. But what do you think? Who would throw away that many valuable weapons unless they had something to hide? Drop your theories in the comments, leave a like, and hit subscribe. It really helps us pull this channel out of the shadows. The Wandering Woodsman is a content creator whose videos are all about hiking, exploring, and discovering new places in the forest. But in this video, he stumbles upon something strange, something that raises a lot of questions, especially for those who have already watched it. Now, it's your turn to see for yourself.
Monday afternoon, October 6th, I believe. Yeah, we just got back from our backpacking trip up in the Allegheny National Forest. That was a great time with the gang up there at Minister Creek. We're back in our home area here. We're at Middle Creek Wildlife Management Area. Just going for a shorter, more relaxed hike today up, I believe it's called the Valley View Trail. We've been up here before, but I took it easy this morning. Let's just put it that way. Took it easy a little bit. We're gonna go for a stretch our legs today.
Most of the video is just him walking through the forest, nothing out of the ordinary, until this moment.
We start heading down. The long climb down. Oh my gosh, there's a guy in this, I think it's creepy. There's a guy in just his underwear up here. Well, that was unexpected. I'm not sure if you saw any of that on camera. I didn't want to film as I got closer, obviously, but just some dude, caught a glimpse of him. Well, a little more than a glimpse. I mean, he was basically wearing, you know, a pair of thongs for underwear. Literally. I mean, I saw full cheekage and a lot more than I wanted to see elsewhere. As soon as he saw me, though, he put on like a pair of shorts. I'm not sure what was going on there. That is a first for me. I just walked right past him. I didn't say anything. Like, what in the world's going on there? I don't know. I thought this was gonna be a nice little, let's go for a short little walk video, but oh boy. I'll just check the footage to see if you can see anything when I get home, but man, I kind of just want to get off this mountain now. I don't know, was he going to the bathroom? Or why would you have your shorts, he had his shorts completely off though, you know, like the shorts over his thongs. I'm not sure what's going on there. That's
A naked man in the middle of the forest. Nothing too strange from his perspective, probably. But from ours, it's definitely odd and hard to understand. Did he use the bathroom? Or maybe take a bath in a nearby stream? What do you think? And if you're enjoying this, don't forget to subscribe or leave a comment. It really helps a lot. Project Ghost is a channel that usually posts urban explorations, often in search of ghosts, as the name suggests. But in one older video, they used an app called Randonautica, which supposedly takes you to strange locations. According to people who have used it, some had really unsettling experiences, and this time it led them to a place that, well, raises a lot of questions.
I remember that there's this trend going on. What is it called? Randonauticing?
Yeah.
It's an app where, like, supposedly
Takes you to...
you like put your mind to it, like your intent, and like you say what you want to see, and like it takes you to this like specific location. So that's what we're gonna do right now. It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy, and not to mention this bunch of curves, and we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this. Hopefully it's real, you know?
I didn't even know I should move down here. Look at all this.
It's crazy. But we'll see.
Good thing it's not that far away from us. It's like, it says here it's 6 minutes away.
The road was clear, far from home, somewhere in the mountains. They finally reached the location the app had sent them to, and everything took a strange turn.
Alright, y'all. Holy crap, guys. Randonautica took us to a wrong turn.
Baby, what is that?
There's... What? Don't tell me it's here. What the Are you serious right now? Wait, did you hear that?
Was that a dog?
No freaking way, did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Like
It sounded like a baby sound. Like a doll sound. Like, you know those little kids that play with the...
Yo, check this place out, guys. What?
There's no way this thing got us in.
We're literally in Desert Doll Island. That's what it looks like. Look at this. Yeah, because I mean, like, we're in the desert type of thing. The mountains. What the hell is this? Wait, what does this say?
It says...
Oh, it's in Spanish. Alright, so right off the bat, guys, we got a bunch of dolls here just laying around this fence. Yo,
look, they look burnt. Look at this.
The place gave off a strange feeling. Who would create a location like this, full of dolls hanging from fences? Some were burned, some were missing parts.
Like, we're walking...
Legs. Or limbs.
We're literally walking an entire property full of dolls. Do you guys see that?
I think a witch lives here.
Okay, there's something very odd happening right now. Something very odd going on right now. Here, take over real quick. Don't drop it. Make sure you keep it steady. Keep it steady.
Somebody's talking. There's literally nothing here.
Nautical app took us here.
Well, because our intent was something creepy.
What if this is like witchcraft type of thing?
Look, they even have hair. Oh, that lizard. Look, they even put hair on it. Or a wig or whatever.
Whoever did this is clearly out of this world because...
What is that house over there?
It's probably abandoned. Oh, look, there's a tractor right there.
In the distance, you could hear faint voices in the background. But look at this. It looks like a swastika made out of dolls. Just when things couldn't get any stranger, they found a small shelter. And as they got closer, something happened. They saw someone and panicked, running straight to their car. Being in a place like this, they probably knew it wasn't something you'd want to encounter, so they likely made the safest decision. Still, who would create a place like this? What message were they trying to send, or what was its true meaning? Tell us what you think. Share your theories in the comments. Magnus Mitbo is a professional climber, but also an extreme adventurer, constantly testing the limits of human ability in nature. In this video, he takes on a journey across mountains and rivers in Norway, pushing his skills and the boundaries of what we thought was possible to the extreme.
Pretty sure this is the top right here. This, by the way, is only 1/3 of the map. I folded it 2 times and we are here. We walked this distance and it's this times 3. So it's pretty hardcore, man. Like, I thought this was going to be way more chill, honestly. And now I need to figure out the easy thing though is that it's pretty much straight north, so it's pretty much this way, straight here. Honestly, when you leave me alone, I'm gonna be pretty terrified, because like we've done a full like 4 or 5 hours of hiking now. This is gonna take much longer than I thought.
Yeah.
Way longer. I don't know. I mean, the straight line is here, but you could easily go around. I don't know. It's just such a short distance to like get wet. Okay, I'll go up. I'm just gonna do it in my underwear, I think. Although it's gonna take a while for that to dry up, but putting on the wetsuit takes me about 20 minutes. So
the route takes him straight through a mountain lake. To save time, he doesn't bother putting on protective gear, testing his limits in the freezing waters.
oh my god, it's cold. My pee-pee. Again, I need to get warm clothes on real fast. Like, if this was a life or death situation, I would never have done this. Oh, there's still a lot of water. So next time, I'm definitely gonna put on the wetsuit. Even that short distance was like way too cold, and I realized it made a way that, oh my god, this is pretty extreme.
The shock of the icy water hit him immediately, and he started shaking uncontrollably, unable to stop. Eventually, after crossing, he managed to get dressed and continue on his journey.
If I'm gonna find anywhere to sleep tonight. Okay, this looks like a bit of a jump. Wow, this is amazing. I think I'll have to scramble this. Question is, rope or no rope? I think I'll be fine without. I'll try first to see. Oh, it's so slippery though. Oh, that was a little bit sketchy. I've just gotten started. Like, I thought I was moving fast, but I'm moving really slow. Like, the challenging part is yet to come. Look, snow. This is the first snow I've seen. Just the first little waterfall on the trip. I just filled up my water bottle, and this is the best water I've had ever, I think. This is a good rock for rappelling. I think we'll be fine without rappelling. I think I can go down here though, my butt. I think I'm somewhere here. And I have to keep going that way. I don't know if you see it from here, but that is very steep. I find it really fascinating that no one has probably walked right here. Safer to kick this down now instead of it sliding down. It's crazy how easy that was. If I don't use the rope, it's not going to take me that long. I just saved so much time doing this without putting the rope on, and it was pretty mellow. It wasn't that bad. I don't know if you see it, but there's 2 black sheep down there looking at me, wondering what the hell I'm doing. Hello! So, I'm not really sure where I am. I think I am here somewhere. So this is the distance I've covered, and then I have this left.
Okay, I just have to do it.
The rain began to fall, making an already extreme adventure even more dangerous. He climbed without a rope, stepping carefully on slippery rocks. One small mistake, and everything could have gone terribly wrong.
Everything feels pretty sore today. It looks like I will have to do some climbing here. Making sure that this is solid is pretty important, but this is good. So the Ace Pro 2 is also filming from that angle. This crack looks pretty wet, especially in the beginning. Oh, it's so slimy. Yeah, no, that might work a little bit. Better than nothing. This one is not that great, but it's just as a backup. Okay. Whew. This probably took me an hour in total, and I've moved 0 meters, or 1 meter maybe in distance. Now I just need to keep going that way. I still have to rappel down though, so now I'm just gonna tie the rope up here, rappel down, get all my stuff, climb back up, and then continue. I also have to get the camera that I put down there. I just realized why it feels so much further, and I feel so stupid. It's so obvious now why it's not 20k. That's because of the elevation, you know? In a straight line, it would be 20k, but I'm not able to fly. So I have to go up and down and up and down. So my guess is that it's gonna be more like 25, 30k. Why did I not think of that? Okay, I don't know if you guys see this, but what the hell? Like now I just came to full stop. This is a ledge, and there's probably like 200 meters down or something. Like I just walked down from here. I have no idea how I'm gonna get around this. I don't even know where I am. Okay, but this is not good. This is not good at all. This seems pretty dangerous. Problem is I don't know where I am. I mean, I know that I've been walking in a straight line, but I don't really know exactly where I am. Okay, I think I need to go a little bit that way. So I actually went off track for a little bit without noticing it, because I haven't had any landmarks to navigate from, but now I'm back on the track. So I hope I'm not gonna jinx it. It's so foggy too, so that makes navigating a lot.
As the fog grew thicker, a sense of not knowing where you were, or if you were even following the right path, started to set in. The panic of being alone in the middle of the wilderness isn't for everyone. This adventure tests not just your skills, but your courage.
That I've seen so far. Oh my god, that is so nice. I just feel it warming just a little bit, and it's amazing. I spoke too soon. It's raining harder than ever. So, I think I'm up here. Only have a couple kilometers left. Once in a while, the sun breaks through the clouds just a little bit, and it gives me some hope that it's gonna break through completely, but it never does. It's like a minute later it starts pouring down again. It's been sunny the last half an hour. I don't want to jinx it, but this is amazing. Now I'm about just a kilometer away. I'm expecting to see Marcus pretty soon. Yeah, this is like the best welcome present, having a little bit of sun. It's crazy how the weather is changing so quickly. Like, just like 30 minutes ago, it was pouring down, and now it's nice. Well, I said that, and then the sun goes down, and there's clouds over there, so it looks like it could start raining again. Yeah, I should keep moving. Yeah, I don't know. You should have seen me like 45 minutes ago when I was like all soaked. Hello. Man, did you realize that it was more than 20k? When we measured 20k, that was like in air, you know? But I would go up and down and up and down, and I realized that halfway that this is gonna be way more. But it was harder than I thought it'd be, this, honestly. So we have about, I don't know, 500 meters, kilometer or something that way. And that is the end point. I think this is it. Look at that. Oh my fucking god. This is just incredible. Look at this.
Oh my God, what a place. This has been an insane trip. So much harder than I expected.
In the end, he finally reached the spot where he was supposed to meet his friend. The view was breathtaking, and there was a sense of accomplishment. He had achieved what he set out to do. It was an adventure full of ups and downs, and decisions made at the edge that could have changed his fate. Not everyone can do what he managed to accomplish. MPK Studio is a channel where the creator explores deep, untouched forests, places tied to mysteries, stories, and old legends. And sometimes, when you go looking for mysteries, the universe answers back. That's exactly what happened in this video. After countless comments asking him to return, he went back to a location he had filmed before in the Pacific Northwest, Washington. But this time, something felt different, stranger than usual.
Really curious to revisit this location and see if there was anything else that maybe we missed. Nearby this cell phone, we actually found a cross in the ground, and I speculate that it could be maybe a grave site of some sort, but I still don't really know. And what's even crazier is that not even 10 minutes ago, I got a severe weather alert. So apparently there's some sort of tropical storm moving its way through Washington, so it's currently pouring down rain right now. So that just adds another layer to this video because I'm definitely about to get soaked.
He took the same trail as last time. That's when a sign caught his attention. It claimed that 40 people had died there and 20 were still missing. It should have been a warning, but it didn't stop him. Even with the signs right in front of him, he kept going. Whatever was waiting out there, it wasn't done yet.
Yo, it's a suitcase and a tire. That's crazy. So I think we're just gonna keep hiking up there and see what else we can find. But we got ourselves a tire, a suitcase, and a weird looking blanket.
A lot of things that didn't belong in a forest, don't you think? Who brings luggage into the woods? Beds, a sleeping bag, and even a cartridge inside it. Nothing about that felt right. Still, leaving everything behind, he finally reached the spot he had been looking for, the cross. But even there, everything felt off, and that's when he realized this wasn't going to be an ordinary visit.
This is the area that I found the cell phone and the cross, and you can see the cross right there. It seems to have fallen over. This was the exact area where we found that phone ringing. I came down this trail near this waterfall and I started hearing ringing, and I was trying to figure out where it was coming from, and it was right over here. So let's go see if anything's changed. Whoa, there's something else right down there. There is something else over here. Whoa, it says forgive us. This was not here the last time. This was the original one that we found, but it's fallen over. But there's this new one right next to it that says forgive us.
Who would come here to place a second cross with forgive us written on it? Strange. Maybe it was for one of the people who went missing in the forest, or someone who died under unusual circumstances. Whatever it was, what he was about to discover nearly made him run back home, leave YouTube to someone else, and never make another video.
I think I just found something. Holy. What? Okay. I'm speechless right now. I feel like we have just stumbled across something that we were not supposed to. So we have found ourselves in a situation here, and I don't know what to do next.
Symbols made from branches, tied together. Shapes like those used in certain dark rituals or even occult practices. But what he found this time, it was different. Different enough to make him stop in his tracks, turn around, and head straight home.
Today has been an extremely eventful trip. I can officially say that I am further now in the woods than I have ever explored before. Whoa. What was that? Whoa. What was that? What was that? That sounded like a drone, maybe? That was really loud. I've never heard that before.
It really felt strange, and it was no place to linger. So he did what he had to do. He left immediately, heading back to his car, not staying a second longer. Afraid perhaps of becoming the 41st death or the 21st disappearance. Could it all be connected? The signs, the missing people, the deaths? Who knows what rituals were performed here, or by whom? If you haven't experienced something like this, you might not believe it, but maybe it's better that way. If you have a theory or know more about this area or these phenomena, don't hesitate to share it in the comments. The next clip comes from Camping with Champion. Todd is known for stealth camping videos, some of them seriously unconventional, but in this one, he takes things a step further. He decides to camp right next to a highway. What could possibly go wrong? After setting up his tent, Todd starts cooking a meal just like he always does. But something happens, something he definitely didn't plan for, and it doesn't go his way.
I will say, if you don't like corn, you're not going to like that. That tastes like corn. It's a weird thing though. It's like, you wouldn't think, ooh, I don't like, you wouldn't think drinking corn would be good, but it's like, it tastes like corn, but it also is soda, so it has a kind of, I don't know. It's almost like a cream soda with a slight corn taste to it. Yeah, I can tell I'm not gonna probably eat that second sandwich. And I'll probably go ahead and make it. And I'll stick the whole sandwich in this Ziploc bag that I have the bun in. And then if I get hungry again in the middle of the night, I'll eat it then, or I'll take it home with me. I'm gonna finish eating, then we'll read comments from last week's video. That guy's back. You hungry?
No.
I got a sandwich here.
I was just walking around until daylight.
Really?
I've died 5 times in my life. Shot, I've been stabbed, I've been hanged 3 times. I mean, each time they hang me to I'm about dead and I have to go.
Yeah.
I don't know what made me walk down this way.
Got any kids or anything?
I got 4 kids.
How old?
Twin boys, 13, 2 girls, 16 and 15.
I got 2 boys.
Well, don't miss the little things in life. I'm just still growing up, man.
Yeah.
I miss mine.
I used to be a truck driver and I quit because my kids were little. Trying to do this, maybe I can do something better, you know.
Did you someone with you to help you do it?
My wife. I've been married for 15 years. Before I met my wife, dude, I was bad. And I probably wouldn't still be around if I hadn't met my wife. Or if they call. Good meeting you, brother. See you.
I'm walking away from the house.
So he just left. I'm packing up my stuff and I'm getting out of here. We talked for a while. He seems like a good guy, but there's no way I'm staying here now. No way. I'll check back in once I get packed up. He came back again while I was packing up. Just showed me some little fan, rechargeable fan thing he had. It was really small. It was kind of neat. But I can see him walking down the highway now. I'm getting out of here. We'll talk more once I get somewhere I feel safe.
What happened to Todd is a reminder that some places come with more than just noise and discomfort. When strangers appear, stories don't add up, and the situation starts feeling unpredictable. Camping stops being an adventure and becomes a risk. It's moments like these that test your judgment more than your courage. So what would you have done in Todd's place? The next story comes from Katie Romes, a true nature lover. Until now, her nights were spent camping in forests, on hills, far from everything. But this time she has a van, allowing her to reach places she never could before. The video opens peacefully. Katie, her van, evening settling in. She cooks some pasta, reads a good book, and takes a moment to appreciate the silence around her. But as night slowly moves in, that silence starts to feel different. Because once darkness takes over, you never really know what kind of danger decides to come looking.
The storm is definitely going crazy outside, but you know what? Look at my little situation. I'm having a great time in here. It's so cozy. The van does keep shaking side to side though, and like my fairy lights keep going doo 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 doo. It's about 8 PM now. I normally head to bed at around 9:30. It's getting a little bit chilly. I'm gonna get one of my sleeping bags out. It's quite cold, so get this out, shove it over me, and I'll be warm. I am absolutely knackered. The van keeps going side to side. It's like it's more infrequent gusts right now. Before I was being absolutely battered. I am gonna head to bed, but I will see you all bright and early. It's probably not going to be bright outside because the sun doesn't rise until like 9 AM now. It's ridiculous. I will see you all in the morning. Night. It's about midnight right now, and a group of teenagers have pulled up next to me like a boy racer car. I don't know, there's a couple of cars. I can hear them around the van. They keep talking about illegal stuff, razzing their cars around and playing like really loud music. I was flat out. Oh, this is so annoying. Okay, from what I can tell, there's about 3 vehicles and I'm fully blocked in.
Sometime in the middle of the night, a group of teenagers pulled up and parked right next to her van. Loud music, voices, talk about things that definitely didn't sound legal, like most teenagers probably. The night passed without any major incident. Katie chose not to leave. She also didn't make her presence known, likely because the boys had no idea someone was inside the van. And honestly, that was probably the smartest decision. Not knowing who they were and being alone, staying quiet was the safest option. This is Luke, and his video doesn't start at the destination. It starts on the road, driving through thick fog, barely able to see what's ahead, moving forward more on instinct than sight. Eventually, the fog clears, but the feeling doesn't. After that, Luke begins looking for a place to park.
It has been a long time since I've done a stealth truck camp. I did one a few years back, right when COVID started spreading around, and that was a lot of fun. A lot of people enjoyed that adventure, so hopefully you all will enjoy this adventure as well. My plan for this trip is to head off of the mountains, and together we will find a place to camp. Maybe a gas station, grocery store parking lot, Walmart, who knows. We will just have to wait and see where we end up. I tell you what though, folks, because it's so foggy, I'm going to shut off the camera and drive. I really do need to focus on what I'm doing here because visibility is very limited. Now folks, that is an interesting option over there. We have a Sheetz gas station. Unfortunately, it's on the other side of the road and there's no easy way to get to it. I can do a U-turn, but for now, let's just keep driving and let's see what we can find. There may be something better down the road here, not only for parking, but also for some food. Now folks, I just saw a sign for Walmart. We might as well just keep on going, head to that, and see what the parking lot looks like.
After passing a gas station, he spots a Walmart. A massive parking lot, almost empty. Quiet. It looked like the perfect place to spend the night. Luke grabs some food from Taco Bell, chats with his viewers for a bit, and finally settles in to sleep, planning to wake up in the morning. But morning wasn't the plan anymore, because at 3 a.m., something else had plans for him. It wasn't something violent or obvious, just a man, walking around the parking lot, singing the same stupid song over and over again, enough to keep Luke from getting any real sleep. And when morning came, the man was still there, still walking, still singing. Even as the parking lot filled with people coming in to shop, he kept going, like nothing else existed.
And yeah, I don't know. Like, he just walks around this parking lot like all night long. It's pretty bizarre. You might be able to hear him singing right now. It's really, really strange, folks. I thought he was singing like Christian music, but that's not the case. I just heard him blurt out, "Mother." Anyways, that was my night. I did sleep good, but it has been interesting. I'm pretty much ready to get out of here now that the sun is coming up.
Luke sips his coffee, still a little groggy from the night, and heads back home. Nights like these remind you that you never really know what kind of people you'll run into. Some seem normal, some, well, let's just say they've got their own issues. But in the end, everything worked out. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget, a like, a comment, even a share goes a long way. A group of friends head into the forest at night, no plan, just flashlights and confidence, the kind of confidence you only have before something proves you wrong. A woman screaming for help. Not distant, not playful, and definitely not sounding like a prank. The video ends abruptly. No explanation, no follow-up. There's no channel behind it, no names, no details. And that's what makes it unsettling. So what do you think it was? Someone in real danger? Or something else entirely? Another group of friends on a mountain. High altitude, no escape routes. Then the ground starts to shake. Not loud, not dramatic, just wrong. If you want to see what an earthquake looks like when there's nowhere to run, stay with us.
There. Oh, it's the
さっちゃん、あんまりね、壁に捕まってると落ちるよ。上、まだ来てるよ。すごい崩れてるよ。ああ、槍のところも煙がね、結構すごいね。まだ揺れてるかな。
The earthquake was strong enough to break pieces off the top of the mountain, sending rocks crashing down dangerously close to the climbers. Not meters away, right there, just a little more to the side, and this hike could have ended very differently. And the scary part, this was only a small earthquake. It's hard to imagine what a big one would look like when the mountain itself starts falling apart. In the next clip, a woman is out skiing with her dog. A quiet moment, nothing unusual. Then without warning, an avalanche starts moving. What happens next? You'll have to see for yourself.
Sim! Sim! Get! Sim! Get! Sim! Get! Sim! 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 What chaval?
The avalanche breaks loose right under her feet, dragging her downhill in seconds. Her dog is left behind, running after her, trying to keep up. She was lucky, it was a smaller avalanche, and it only carried her a short distance. But the danger was very real, because in moments like this, there's no warning and no time to react. Have you ever been caught in an avalanche? Let us know in the comments. This is Liam, the creator behind the YouTube channel Good Bloke Outdoor. Most of his videos are about camping, but not the comfortable kind. He camps in harsh weather, freezing temperatures, strong winds, conditions most people would never choose. And in this video, he heads out again, camping in below zero temperatures with heavy wind, not knowing that the night ahead would turn into one of the hardest he's ever faced.
People, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, I'm Liam from Good Bloke Outdoors. Now, just behind me, if you can just see past the rain, we're going to have to deal with a bit of rain for now. We're off up for a wild camp, and hopefully we're going to get some nice wintry weather. It's going to be a cold one. We're into the minus temperatures tonight. I'm reading as low as minus 16. Can you even see me there? It is already 1 o'clock and it's going to get dark by 4 o'clock. The rain has been relentless since I set off from the car. By the way, I'm in the Lake District, for those that are not familiar. I feel like we go through this every single week. I've had a little issue with the parking. It says maximum stay is 2 days. Surely, that's all I need. But when I went to pay then, it runs out tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. So God knows what I'm supposed to do about that. I just didn't have enough time to be arsing about looking for somewhere else to park.
Fog hangs around the mountain where he's heading, most likely snow as well, and for him that's better than rain. As he reaches higher ground, the conditions become clearer, colder, harsher. He finally makes it up the mountain and starts looking for a place to set up camp, knowing that once night falls, there won't be much room for mistakes.
As far as I'm aware, this isn't even supposed to be a stream. So this is what's happening to the paths out here in these conditions. Oh, we're going up there, and then it's only when you take a look back, a path going across there. So I'm just going to traverse across this. We're really close now, just less than a quarter of a mile, which I think is just up there in those clouds. And that cloud certainly rolling in. Yeah, let's keep going. I cannot wait to get in that tent now and get a nice warm drink.
He makes it to the summit he was aiming for and sets up his tent. The conditions are far from ideal. Powerful wind, freezing temperatures. This is the kind of weather that makes most people turn back, but he doesn't, not yet.
See it sort of sticking out in the cloud. This has been one of the longest quarter of a miles of my life. Sliding about all over the place. And here's that wind. Finally. And there's the trigger. We are at the summit of the Old Man of Coniston. It's fine with me. There's a little summit sort of cairn up there. Wow, as if I've only ever been up here once before. Here we are, all pitched up on the summit of the Old Man of Coniston. I can see the trig point right there. And what an epic pitch this is, because we have got one hell of a drop right there, and that will be so slippy on that snow. What a spot that is. The tent has fit in really nice. I do need to go around and do a little bit of admin. It doesn't seem like there's much grass here, so it's just been a case of hammering the pegs in that tent. It's so straightforward and easy to put up in these conditions.
Inside the tent, he finally gets a moment of comfort. A hot meal, a warm drink, a small reward after the long climb.
I am very grateful to be in this tent right now. Not sure if it's snowing or raining or what, but it doesn't sound very pleasant. So I pumped my air mat up. I've got my foil mat down first. I'm in my sleeping bag. I've gone full on winter gear forecast. So I've got my heaviest sleeping bag. Even donning the full hat, the full wraparound piece. Ooh, first time I've ever had this, and it sounds right up my street, Keka. That, if I could pick a wrap, that is right up there for me. And I'm going to try it. I might take this cardboard out of it. Yep, definitely cardboard. It's hard to tell these days, isn't it, with some chicken. First impressions, it's cold. Boy, is it cold. I don't like it when you get like a wrap or a sandwich or something. To be fair, it probably helps that it's the nacho cheesy chicken, but we've also got the nacho cheese adding a little bit of dampness to proceedings. Proper pushing the boat out this week. Gone for a Starbucks caramel latte. Best drink of the day, this. The first brew after you've just set up camp, made even better the fact that it's been freezing.
Around 4 a.m., the wind suddenly gets much stronger, violent, relentless. The plan to stay the entire night starts to fall apart.
It's 10 to 4. We have had a catastrophe. Oh shit! Now you do actually get a spare piece of pole, but I just don't think I'm in any position right now to be trying to fix that and thread the elastic through and all that stuff. I'm just praying that when it snapped, it's not ripped any of the fabric. We have been very lucky. I'm not sure if it's a guy line that's come out or what. What else can we do, man? We're gonna have to pack up and head down. This is, I'm putting it down to user error, but I don't know. If anything, I think a guy line's come out that is snapped. Now obviously double hauling is an option in future. But what the hell do I do now? I'm gonna have to start packing away, aren't I?
He wants to leave, but he waits for daylight, knowing that moving in the dark could get him lost. At the same time, the tent doesn't seem like it will hold much longer under these conditions.
Fair play to this thing, man. I don't know how it's still standing right now, but we're hanging on in there. I've been thinking I'm going to fully pack away so that I'm ready to go, and then as we start getting the first signs of any light out there, obviously if it gets damaged any further and it becomes apparent that it's not going to make it until we get the first light. 1, 2, put on charge, 3 head torches ready to go. So I've got enough light to get down there in the dark if I really have to, but because of how slippy it's going to be, I have got my micro spikes as well. I'm really glad I brought them. So we're alright, we're hanging on in there. Let's not make any rash decisions. I might even have a go at fixing that pole while I'm here because I've got a bit of time to kill. So much fun, and it probably shouldn't be fun, really. Well, I've managed to hang on in there until 7 o'clock because these gusts have been insane. The full tent has been pressing till it started getting light. It was obviously inside this tent. I was going to go down in the dark, but stunning scenes over there, man. The whole place is just a bloody ice rink. These ice cubes, man. Oh, I got it.
He makes it through the night, survives the conditions, packs up his gear and leaves. Not because it was easy, but because he knew when to stop pushing. Not everyone could do this, and not everyone should. In the outdoors, strength isn't about staying no matter what. Sometimes it's about knowing when to walk away and still make it home. Sydney runs a YouTube channel where she documents life on the road, traveling across the country in her SUV. She camps in remote places, surrounded by quiet landscapes and untouched nature, the kind of views that remind you how beautiful the world can be. But this episode isn't about scenery, and it's not about relaxation. Something changes, and what starts as another peaceful night outdoors takes a turn she never expected.
There's a fire tower up there. So apparently there's spots like at the end of this road right here. Well, it's supposed to be down this road. This all just looks really spooky. Okay, so basically the issue is that I was supposed to turn down that road down there, and there's a giant tree in front of it, and it looks really creepy and unkept. It's supposed to storm. I'm basically in a hurricane. I'm in like hurricane weather right now, and I have a feeling that if I stay this far deep in the woods, a bunch of branches are gonna fall and block me when I want to leave tomorrow. So I think I might just camp at the fire tower.
She finds herself returning to a place she had passed earlier, not because she planned to, but because the place left her with a strange sense of unease.
I'm making Spam. I've only had it one other time in my life. The only time I've had Spam was on a ski weekend with people from my college, and this girl made Spam. Well, this is only a tad creepy. I feel like I'm attracting all the bears. I'm actually really scared of the whole bear thing right now. I don't know what I was thinking. This was so smelly. I should not have made dinner.
She now had to stay on edge, constantly aware that the smell of her cooking could draw bears from the forest. In an area teeming with them, it was a clear warning, a sign that danger was never far away.
Putting my oven away, my stove away. This is just gonna be dirty in my car. I have this plate of food and I need to eat it, but I'm so scared. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to eat as much as I can, and I think I might move to a campsite like over there and just get up in the morning and leave early. I'm almost like about to shake. Well, if this video gets posted, it's because I'm alive. Good. I didn't realize how hungry I was. I don't know if I finished the story about the Spam, but the girl on the ski trip gave me Spam, and it was so good. I was like, what the heck? Might be like, why are you eating outside? Because I don't want to make the rest of my car smell and like have an animal try to get in while I'm sleeping. I'm so scared, but I need to eat. Oh my god. Thank you, Dad. Thank you so much. I don't think I've ever needed spotlights more than tonight. I just realized one of the pieces of Spam fell on the ground after I put it on the...
After eating, she moved closer to a nearby campsite and stayed inside her SUV, not venturing out until morning. Everything passed safely, but her fear and intuition may have saved her from a real danger. That's why these instincts exist, to protect us from harm. And sometimes, we need to listen. Some might say she overreacted, but sometimes it's better to trust your survival instincts than to risk your life and regret it later. What would you have done in her place? CJ Faison is a YouTube creator known for his nighttime explorations of terrifying locations. In this episode, he ventures into a place guided by the Randonautica app, a site marked by past crimes and urban mysteries. Being so isolated and far from help, the area has seen its share of illegal activities. CJ had been there before, but after fans insisted he return, reporting that they thought they had seen someone or something and noticed strange objects on the ground, he decides to go back. What he finds this time is unsettling.
Talk for a second on a real note. What happens if we run into somebody? We need like a keyword or something. So this way, when we do run into somebody, we don't make it that obvious what we're about to do.
Yeah, I say this. We're gonna say pineapple juice.
Pineapple
Yep,
juice?
it's the only thing I'm gonna remember when I'm scared. If I say pineapple juice, it means we need to get the hell out of there. All right. Put my flashers on. Lock the door. We gotta be forward thinking enough to understand that if someone does ride down the road and they see this car, we want them thinking that we're in a different trail system. That's why we're doing this, parking far away, gonna do a walk. I just think it's a little bit safer. We just, what the f was that, Dylan?
I thought that was you.
Negative, that was not me.
I swear I thought that was you.
Absolutely not me. So out of the corner of my eye, I got my flashers on. Oh, there's some car coming now. There was what looked, in my opinion, like someone ran behind the car and they just kind of, I don't even know, like a psycho laugh. I have no idea. Holy shit.
He and his friend agreed on a code phrase, something they would say only if immediate danger appeared. They parked at a distance, not too close to the location, so they wouldn't draw attention. But even before entering the area, things already felt wrong. They had the uneasy feeling they were being watched. And when a car slowly passed by, that feeling only grew stronger.
See that? That's both sides, bro. Bro, that is gone. I swear to you, that's gone. There's no bag around that thing. When I set it back down on the ground, where did I put it? Was it? That's what I thought. Look at that. What the hell, bro? Look, it's shot. There's literally, like, it might only be BB gun shots. Where the f would that thing have gone? It's like, that's not gonna just grow legs and walk the f away. There's a mother arrow. There is a mother arrow. Look at that. What the f was that? I think we were meant to see this the other night, but we never went this far. There is a arrow in a trail that says to go that way. I have no idea. Bro, somebody's got a dog in the distance somewhere. Jeez. Okay, why the hell are there so many dogs all of a sudden? I have no idea. This doesn't make any sense. Holy shit. Look at this. Whoa. There's tree limbs and shit down everywhere, but it's the woods. Oh, it's a bunch of tires. Dude, there's bottles everywhere. Look at that. Look at those green ones, dude. Oh, bro, there is a shoe. Look at this. That is someone's shoe, bro. That's something moving. Huh? Tell me that don't sound like somebody.
Hello?
Well, if it's an animal, hopefully it'll start running, right?
What would you tell us? Someone's in a low bad.
Bro, there's no way there's anybody in these woods this time. See, it's like an animal. And then there's a car. Oh. Just wait for that car to pass by and I'm gonna turn back on this way. I think we're off the trail enough. They're stopping near the car. They're stopping near the car. Turn your light off, turn your light off. Turn your light off. What is that? What the bro? I told you there's someone up there. See that light? Do you see that light? I don't think the camera's picking it up. Shit. There's a car, car. Stay right here. Don't stop, don't move. There's a car. That was close. That was way too close. Okay. Alright. Go ahead and turn around slowly. And watch.
Oh, sir? We're literally leaving right now, okay? We're not trying to trespass. If we're trespassing, I do apologize. We're going to turn around right now and start walking away.
When they reached the location, what they had seen last time was gone, but in its place were other things, just as disturbing, if not worse. One detail stood out the most, an arrow pointing deep into the forest. Who knows what kind of trap that could have led to? A dog could be heard barking nearby, then movement. Footsteps not far from them. Panic set in. They started apologizing out loud for being there, hoping someone would respond. No one did. Terrified, they ran back to the car. So what did you think of this video? Was it real? Or a bit too staged? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Brian, the man behind Black Mass Paranormal, has always been on a quest for the unknown. Whether it's the mystery of life after death or the questions that keep most of us awake at night, his channel has become a space for curious minds who share the same hunger for answers. But in this video, Brian takes things to a whole new level. He heads deep into the Smoky Mountains, searching for what locals call the feral people. What he ends up finding, though, is something far darker and far more real. Let's just say this trip turns into a chilling fight for survival. Stay close, because what happens next is not for the faint of heart.
Black Mass Adventure. Now, the area that we are in today is insanely special. This is going to be a long day, probably a really long video, because we are on the hunt for the feral people. And we have traveled to a very, very unique location. So this is kind of part of a couple of investigations that I have been going on. Currently, I am in the Smoky Mountains. What's interesting is that this area is known for its cryptids, its hauntings, its disappearance of people, strange mysteries, aliens, UAPs, ghosts, goblins.
The video began like any other. Brian doing what he does best, documenting, exploring, and keeping things intriguing for his viewers. But as he took a quiet moment to sit and meditate, something unusual caught his eye.
Basically just trying to keep it out of the public's eye. Now, as I'm standing here, I just looked down and I saw a pretty interesting spore here. Or I saw an interesting footprint. So that, I mean, that's the size of a little kid's shoe. Oh shit, there's a bear. Hold on. went. There's a rattlesnake too. Okay. I just got that feeling of not being alone.
Brian had that strange feeling, like someone was watching him. And he was right. You'll see what I mean in a second. He kept recording, trying to stay calm, but the deeper he went, the more wrong everything started to feel. Then, just as he launched his drone, something on the ground caught his attention, and let's just say it wasn't exactly a lost hiker or a squirrel with attitude.
See what I mean? This isn't the most... Holy... That's a rattlesnake. God damn. Whoa. Hi. Gotta be careful here. Alright, buddy. So, see, what's important is to stay calm.
Yeah, that was a rattlesnake, and a big one too. Its venom's strong enough to take down 4 or 5 grown adults. Luckily, Brian spotted it just in time. One more step, and he'd probably be the one getting featured on Nature Gone Wrong. Sometimes the paranormal isn't nearly as dangerous as what's actually living out there in the woods. So tell me, what would you rather face? A ghost, or this guy waiting in the grass? Drop a comment, hit subscribe, and help me bring this channel back to life. It's been clinically dead for 2 weeks, but we're reviving it one scare at a time. On June 7th, 2025, a YouTuber named Davies Dash uploaded a video that quickly caught everyone's attention, and not for the usual reasons. The video starts simple enough. Davey heading out for a solo camping trip near the Lynn River in southern Ontario. No fancy setup, just a sleeping bag, a few supplies, and a knife for safety. Pretty normal, right? Well, considering this clip made it into this compilation, you can probably guess things didn't stay normal for long.
This is really in between nowhere. Anyways, but yeah, that's me sorted. I'm gonna have a beer. Cheers. And yeah, that's just grab some water like I said. Dinner tonight is gonna be a freeze-dried meal. I actually stole it from my sister. That she had left over from Algonquin. So I guess I owe her a $20 bill now, but whatever, she doesn't care. Yeah, and that's dinner. I'm just gonna boil some water, put it in a bag, long handle spoon, and dig in. Like I said, the backpack is firmly squared away under here. You can see that. So, knife will come into my bed with me tonight. Other than that, I mean, yeah, perfect night for a cowboy camp. And let's take one more look at it. That's what I got, guys. That's all we're doing tonight.
Everything seemed perfect at first. Davey was settling in for the night, ready to sleep under the open sky. But around 11 p.m., the quiet was shattered. A homeless man appeared carrying 2 steel pipes, looking clearly intoxicated. Then, out of nowhere, he started screaming like a maniac. Luckily, Davey's instincts kicked in just in time, and he woke up before the man got too close.
Well, that's where I was sleeping. Until the homeless man with 2 goddamn steel pipes come walking into my camp about 10 feet away from me while I was sound asleep. Well, I guess we know who needs his teeth knocked down his throat now, doesn't he? But that will be a battle for another day. That is not our concern tonight. Our concern tonight is being somewhere safe and getting some kip. So, alright, well, I guess we're shoving off. But, that better watch the fight, because all I should do is just got up and throttle him. But, again, he had 2 steel pipes in his hand, 10 feet away from where I was sleeping. And yeah, that's it's not gonna work for me right now. So let's just fucking go.
After the encounter, Davey made the smart choice. He didn't try to confront a man who clearly wasn't in his right mind, possibly high and armed with steel pipes. Instead, he moved to a different spot, not leaving the area entirely, determined to still spend the night under the stars, but safely out of harm's way.
That incident took place at like 11 o'clock, quarter to 11, and it is now, I don't know what you can see here, almost midnight. So it's time to get a few hours of sleep. Okay. And yeah, so yeah, I've calmed down on that incident. I still, like, inside me, I still think he needs his teeth kicked down his throat. But we've moved on. We're in a better place. At least now I don't have to worry about some guy standing 10 feet away from me with 2 steel pipes. Like, you know, like pipe fitting pipes, like for gas lines and stuff, you know, like that black iron pipes. That's what he had, 2 of them, 1 in each hand. So at least now I'm not worried about that. We can sleep peacefully and yeah, just enjoy our night.
This time, luck was actually on his side. No more unexpected guests wandering in with steel pipes. Davey finally got to enjoy his night under the stars. Well, as much as you can enjoy anything after being screamed at by a guy who probably thinks he's in an action movie. Still, he slept lightly, one eye open, ready for whatever the forest decided to throw at him next. What about you? Would you have stayed and pretended you were fine? Or grabbed your stuff and bolted like a normal human? Brendan, from the YouTube channel Brendan Explores, was getting ready for a night in his van. He first stopped at a parking lot in Jay Wake, but things immediately felt off. Barrels on fire, and some sketchy-looking people nearby made him decide to move along. The second spot looked normal, a quiet parking lot with few people around, and Brendan felt safe, at least at first. After he ate, he noticed the lot had emptied, leaving him alone, and the sounds from outside weren't exactly reassuring. Guys doing donuts in cars, others riding dirt bikes. Then he realized he was truly on his own. That's when the sinking feeling hit. This night wasn't going to stay peaceful for long.
I've seen a few boy racers doing donuts at the mini roundabout up there. That mini motorbike that was running earlier on has been firing up again. I don't know if I feel this car park or not. When I started cooking dinner, there was a few cars parked around me. There was a van over there. And now I am the only one in this car park, and I wonder why. I'm going to follow my gut instinct. I'm not parking here tonight. Just got a funny feeling about it. And I think when you have that feeling, best thing you can do is move on. Right, okay. I'll look for park for night. Find a lovely little spot. It isn't too far from where I am right now. And see if I can get my head down for the night. I don't think I'm going to be able to relax properly here. No, I won't. Okay, right. I'll join you back in a sec when I know where I'm staying for the night.
After about half an hour of driving, he found another spot near a quiet farm. As night fell, everything seemed calm, and Brendan began settling in for sleep. But around 2:30 a.m., sudden noises jolted him awake as if he'd been dead and dragged back to the living. Heart racing, unsure what he was dealing with, he started shouting, hoping, praying that whatever was out there would get scared instead of him. Every creak, every rustle made him jump, and he couldn't tell if it was a wild animal, a prankster, or something else entirely. Let's just say, this wasn't the peaceful van camping night he had planned.
I think someone's outside the van. Half past 2. Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my god. Where's my phone?
Brendan says the driver's side window had been smashed. At first, it seemed like the thieves were trying to get in normally, but the door was locked. Then, smashing the window, they probably hoped to find something valuable inside. When Brendan started shouting, the thieves scattered immediately, speeding off in a car as he watched. After the incident, Brendan drove home, a 3.5-hour journey, with a broken window, freezing cold, and shards of glass everywhere. Thankfully, he made it home safe and sound. Sometimes, isolating yourself in the wilderness isn't the safest idea. Some people see you as easy prey with no one around to help, so think twice before you go off alone, especially if you're truly isolated. Timber giant Bigfoot spent nearly 30 years searching for clear evidence of Bigfoot. During that time, he collected countless videos and photos of what is believed to be the elusive creature. Then, in September 2013, while exploring the forests of southern Ontario, he heard some strange noises. Following the sounds, he stumbled upon a creature, and what he encountered that day would stay with him forever.
Holy shit. Where is it? Oh, come on, where? It's right there. I don't have my glasses on. Holy. That's what's making the noise. Holy shit. Oh crap, I lost it. Where'd it go? I'm pretty sure that was the thing that was making the noise. I'm seeing it now. I think that's it. Holy. Oh, cameras everywhere. Oh, look at that. What the hell am I looking at? I'm looking down there. I don't see it at all with my eye, but I can kind of see it on the screen. It's gone now. There it is. Holy. Oh, look. Oh my god. I'm guessing it's probably... Look at it here. It's probably like 150 feet away. I'm behind it, I guess. I'll see what happens. I don't know if I should do this or not. It's not even. Wait, where is it? Where's it? Oh, look at this. Holy freak.
The creature seemed to be the source of the strange noises. After seeing it, it appeared to move off to the left, slowly disappearing from view. Timber, curious and cautious, decided to approach the spot where the creature had been to investigate the area further, not knowing exactly what he might find.
I should survey the area and look around, or just look for some footprints. Look at this, though. Holy. The stone is even warm. Look, here's where it was smashing things with it. Look at this. The stone's right in the ground. This fuck. There's a friggin' dog. There's a wild dog. It's gone.
Arriving at the spot, he even found the stones that had been making the noises, still warm to the touch. So, what do you think it was? Could it really have been Bigfoot? And what on earth was it doing with those stones? Trying to start a fire to stay warm, or just messing with Timber's mind? From what I saw, the fur looked more like a bear's, but the way it moved, who knows? If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. It really means a lot. Or leave a comment or like to help revive the channel after it was in hibernation for half a month. That's it for this adventure. Stay safe out there, keep your wits about you, and remember, in the wilderness, danger can come from anywhere, sometimes even from something taller than you. Sarah Dungo is a content creator who documents her life on the road, sharing the adventures and dangers of van life. But in this video, something happens that leaves her shaken and in shock. She starts her journey driving toward Asheville, North Carolina, exploring the area and checking out parking spots where she could spend the night. The first night passes quietly, uneventful, but on the second evening, as she's cooking alone in the empty lot, a sudden sharp knock at the door makes her freeze, and nothing about the night feels safe anymore.
Know her, please leave me be.
She left immediately, exactly what anyone should do when facing danger. Later, she explains what wasn't caught on camera, and it's even more disturbing than what you saw.
Okay, so I'm safe right now, but I just had my first knock on the door. That was not the cops. Being alone, I was in the middle of cooking dinner, so I had my cooktop out, you know, propane hose attached and everything, and then he's just bangs on my side door right here. I first turn off all the lights, turn all the sounds off so I can hear what's going on in case it is the cops. I need to like talk to them. It wasn't, and then he banged on this door right here, the double doors, and that's when I got really nervous. He was complaining about a girl that worked at the Cracker Barrel and, you know, it broke her heart and thought that she was in my van and was telling me to come out and prove that I wasn't her. And I was just proceeding to tell him, please leave me be. I am not who you think I am. I'm just an innocent traveler just passing through. And he says that he's seen my van there many times, which is definitely false.
What could his motive have been? Knocking on her van? Was he really looking for a former girlfriend inside, trying to lure her out? Or was it something far more sinister, a trap to catch her off guard? When she pulled out the camera, he even became aggressive. She did the smartest thing. She left immediately, refusing to be bait for whatever he had planned. What would you have done in her place? If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe and drop a comment. It really helps. I promise to post more soon. Until next time, stay safe and think twice about the adventures you dive into. Rudy is a YouTube channel where the creator documents life on the road in his van, traveling to different locations, some more impressive than others, usually for fishing or camping. But this video is a little different. It shows that life on the road isn't always peaceful or predictable. Sometimes being alone out there can also make you an easy target for people with other intentions. That night, he planned to park somewhere quiet and spend the night, but darkness caught him while he was still on the road, so he pulled over to rest. While he was inside the van trying to get some sleep, a hooded man suddenly appeared. The man started taking pictures of the vehicle. The whole situation felt strange. It was dark outside, and the hooded man couldn't tell that someone was still inside the van.
So it was probably around like 1:30 in the morning when I heard someone walking around my truck. And whenever you're sleeping, you know, somewhere public and you hear somebody walking right outside your truck, it's always a little bit alarming. So what you'll see here in a second, he pulls out his phone and starts taking pictures. It looks like my license plate or something like that. I'm not sure why he was doing this. So I thought maybe, I wasn't allowed to park there and he was taking pictures of my license plate, but it's kind of odd to be doing that at 1:30 in the morning. And he didn't look like a security guard or anything like that. Also, some of you may be wondering why he's not able to see me in the back. And where I was parked, the street light shined into the cab, but the camper shell has really tinted windows, so it was pitch black in the back where I was.
After taking several photos, including the license plate, the man moved to the side of the van and used a flashlight trying to look inside. At this point, things were starting to feel even more suspicious, but what the hooded man didn't realize was that Rudy was still inside the van, watching everything, and seeing this, Rudy finally decided it was time to step in.
So yeah, that was basically it. He took off, and I hopped out of my truck, got in the driver's seat, and took off somewhere else to sleep for like 5 more hours or whatever. So this is a good example of why I never really like to sleep in like parking lots and stuff like that. During the summers, I live out of my truck a lot, but it's always at either work or campsite.
The moment the hooded man realized someone was inside the van, he ran off immediately. Rudy got out to inspect and saw that the driver's door had been left slightly ajar, even though it was still locked. After the incident, fans in the comments helped solve the mystery. They explained that this is a common tactic used by car thieves, taking photos of a vehicle to find potential buyers, then quickly disappearing before the authorities can intervene. Rudy learned a valuable lesson that night. It's better to intervene early rather than wait until a thief has the chance to get inside and put you and your van at risk.